Kickstart your road to fitness with the Hard Work Works fitness app. It's for all ability levels. Full gym, no problem. You may be asking what's included. Over 200 workout plans available for every situation, from a full gym to no equipment at all. There's a nutrition guide to help you stay on track, and all of this is only $10 a month. There's a special offer for deprogram listeners. Use promo code STUPID and get your first month free. The Hard Work Works fitness app. Decide, commit, succeed, and join the hustle today. It's Deprogram, the podcast where we try to get you into a band. Is this a goddamn... I don't care how many times Randy and I have done that joke in the lead up to this episode. It's The Damned we're talking about today. And nothing wrong with a little Beavis and Butthead to start it off. But Fredo, you put The Damned up on the board, so walk me through it. Why did we need to do The Damned today?
Why? Because they're fucking awesome. That's why. And I'll be I did it. They would be bored anymore. Actually, the original band just got back together to tour in England, over in the UK, and that kind of put them back in my forefront, I guess, or you know, back in my thoughts. They're a damn good band. I didn't mean to say it like that, but they're really a great band, and I think a lot of people from their due of all the punk bands that came out, they were probably one of the most talented. They actually had the ability to play their instruments. Captain Sensible, who's the guitarist, is a hugely underrated guitarist. I mean, I would say he's probably the best guitarist in punk, being as how a lot of them really can't play as well as, or even come close to how he plays. The band is significant in history for being the first band in the UK to be signed to a major record label. There's just so much about the band that people kind of just gloss over. So, and I just think it was time to give them a little bit of their due.
I hear you. And so you handpicked this panel when we did the Clash. So I'm kicking it over to John. And John, I wanted to go to you next because when I put this together, you pretty much immediately go, no, this is what we're going to cover. So walk me through The Damned and why we covered what we covered today.
Yeah, so with bands like this, like you've got to start at the beginning, and like Fredo said, they were one of the originators of punk rock. Like he said, you know, the first one to sign to a major label. You're talking about the first punk rock single, New Rose, 1976, the first punk rock album, like this is even before the Sex Pistols, the first UK punk band to tour the US. The legend goes they went out and played California, and they were even playing faster than they play on the record, and they basically invented hardcore, like bands like Black Flag and, you know, all those LA hardcore bands, you know, Social Distortion, things like that, went to go see The Damned and were like, oh, you can play that fast? Okay. And so they're hugely influential. And I think, you know, they had a good run with the original lineup, and then as you get into the 80s, you know, you get some of the original members. Captain Sensible leaves, start a solo career. I think a couple other ones left, and they had to get some different people. But I wanted to cover some of the like 80s more kind of gothy kind of stuff, because I think that stuff is important to their history. So I think we have a good mix here. So I'm interested to see how it plays out.
And so, along for the ride, Randy, it's first of all, welcome back.
Thank you.
So talk to me about why you didn't go, nah, F no, I don't want in on The Damned. Why did you want to come talk about The Damned today?
I knew it was a band I had to listen to. I think during this time, the last couple of months, where I've had some time where just babysitting, I've been able to watch a lot of documentaries and just things on YouTube that I've been able to find.
Parenting, careful. Don't call it babysitting. You've been parenting.
Yes.
Get yourself in trouble.
Well, fair enough. But you know, like the morning stuff when he's just sleeping, like I just put something on just to, you know, an hour and a half kind of thing to just kind of guide me over. But like, there's a lot of stuff about the origins of punk rock out there, and it doesn't feel. Fredo's right. It doesn't feel like the Damned really get their due, because everything that's out there is kind of like, okay, well, you know, television sort of started at CBGB's, but then the Ramones went into CBGB's and kind of knocked them loose from their post a little bit. And then the Ramones went out to England, and all these bands kind of formed from the Ramones. And the Damned are kind of like somewhere in there, but they're not like, and they're kind of, to me, like on the same level as maybe the Stooges, where they just don't get that. And I look, it's Iggy Pop. I understand that, but I don't think the Stooges get the credit that they do for what they did for punk rock in America. And I think that's equivalent to what the Damned did in the UK. And you know, a lot of the things that I was watching afterwards, it was just after the 70s, after the 80s, like going into like late 2000s, you know, they started to use punk songs like Buzzcock songs and Stiff Little Fingers for commercialization. They started using some of these songs on car commercials, and that's where like Noon Rose would come in. And I remember it would be on a Ferrari commercial, and it would be, you know, whoa, this sounds fucking great. This is punk rock on a commercial like this. And you wouldn't think at the time in the 70s, no, that stuff, it wouldn't never happen. But you would think now, okay, they're finally kind of getting their due. They're kind of getting some profit out of this, which is great for them. But also it just kind of goes back to just, they weren't really, it wasn't like they were not given the time of day. But even for me, I didn't intake them as much as I intake the Clash, as much as I was intaking the Sex Pistols, the Ramones, kind of that's where I was with the 70s acts. And I really didn't know much about them until really Fredo brought them up. And I said, yeah, of course I want to do it. Like I knew their history. I kind of knew what they were about. And but look, along with kind of being really the first punk band out of the UK, they might have been the first ones to do kind of the gothic thing. The first ones kind of, were they before The Cure? I feel like they were.
Well, if you're going to go into the goth, then you're talking about Bauhaus, and you're talking about Susie, and you're talking
even like
about
Joy Division. Like
Joy
that,
Division.
Yeah.
But what I like about you mentioning them is the Damned is extremely adaptable, and they are on the cutting edge of almost of the whole UK scene up to probably about the 90s or about the mid 90s. If you hear their style and how they evolved, and we only went 4 albums in, I believe, but if you go to albums 8, 9, you'll hear them evolving, and you'll hear their music almost sound like the music of the time. You know, because if the first albums, I mean, there's no doubt that's punk rock. But then as you start getting into later, now you start to get Dave Vaughn, or however you pronounce his last name. You could hear the more goth tones of the songs and of his voice. And then as you go on later on, you'll definitely hear some new wave aspects right before Captain Sensible leaves, and he ends up coming back to the band. But
there's before, some of that on Strawberries and Phantasmagoria. Right. Some of it, it could be like Duran Duran.
Yeah, it could.
Yeah. But the thing is, I think a lot of people wouldn't look to the Damned as being like part of that scene and like heading up that scene. But I feel like they were one of the first.
Oh, they were. They weren't one of. They were. There's no doubt about that. Extremely influential in just about every scene that came out. And yet, I remember back when I was on 96X, we did a Warped Tour, and the Damned played. And they were an afterthought. You know, they were supporting the supporting bands.
Ooh.
Going on at like 2:00 in the afternoon or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know, something like that. It's like, wait a minute, this is punk rock history right here. Like legit punk rock history. You know?
The first time I heard them, I think it's The Offspring covered Smash It Up. It was one of like the Batman soundtracks.
Batman
from, like,
Forever.
the 90s.
Yep.
That's exactly how I know them from. Yep.
And then there was, if you ever go and see Henry Rollins, like I used to be really big into like reading Henry Rollins books and like going to see him do spoken word. And he would always talk about The Damned as like one of like their early singles is like some of the best stuff ever. So he was always talking them up. So that's those two were like the entry points for me.
So for me, this is all completely new. So like I'm glad that you guys. It makes me so happy to hear this conversation because Fredo asked, like, after I made my first pass, he goes, "What did you think?" And I was like, "Well, I got the Misfits meet Alice Cooper vibes," and judging by the conversation here, I'm not that far off. And you know, obviously, this would have been before the Misfits, but. There's times where the gothic Halloween type feel blends with the punk rock. Like the first record I felt like was pretty much pure punk rock, and it's, you know, there's a couple quote unquote spooky type themes, and then I feel like that gets pulled in a little bit more, and then they move towards the gothic stuff towards the end of what we covered. So like judging by what I heard and what I've heard you guys talk about, I'm not that far off, which brings me to the next thing. Based on what we covered here, Fredo, how did you come up with your 20? Did you have a game plan coming in?
No, not really. Of the stuff that I like a lot of stuff throughout their whole career. I don't gravitate to one part or the other. With that being said, I know a lot of their early stuff, but not in depth. So it was a matter of I pulled the ones that I knew I was going to pull off. But then all I needed to really was to just kind of listen to a couple bars of the songs and go, okay, yep, oh, that's the title, got it. So it flew pretty quick for me to write my 20.
Did you do that right before we went on, or did you have it because you were writing when we went on?
No.
Okay.
I did it earlier today. I was transposing it from you know I have my book.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and I'm even hold on because I don't know if Randy and John know that I have a book, so bear with me for a second. So I'm getting my video, and here's my official book. This is the book where I keep all my lists. This is the paper that I scrunched up where I had the list originally written. Just so you can see that I didn't just come up with it. I just have to. It's not official.
It's not
for
official
me unless it's right there, you know, in the book.
It's got to be in the book.
We got a hint as of one or two of those songs are going to be.
All right.
God damn it, you guys! Damn.
A little bit of cheating going on. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right. So, John, how did you go about plucking out your 20?
Yeah, it was interesting because some of this stuff was new to me. Like I knew the first album and I knew Machine Gun Etiquette pretty well, but the other stuff I'd never really kind of done the deep dive and like gone and listened to. So I tried to go in with an open mind and that stuff because it's easy, you know, for me, someone who's like been deep into punk rock for 25, 30 years almost, to be like, oh, that stuff sucks, I don't like it. But I tried to go into like, I gave, you know, I like some of the gothier stuff, some of the late mid 80s stuff. So I tried to give it all an equal shot. So I tried to be balanced. It didn't exactly work that way, but I tried.
All right. And Randy, with this being your first time back, did you find your groove easily or how did you come about your 20?
So for them, it was a little bit different because a lot of the bands that we've done the last couple months, like the Descendants and the Clash, I kind of an idea of what was going in immediately. What was going in with the Damned, I knew 2 songs that were absolutely going to go in, and then the rest of it was just up for grabs. So what I did with my list was I picked a bunch of songs to advance, and then I picked a couple songs that's like, okay, off of first listen, I don't know if I love it off of first listen, but I gotta listen to it one more time. So I had about 10 of those songs, 5 of those off the second listen that I in most circumstances I would have just passed on. 5 of those songs ended up on my top 20 list. So wow. Yeah, I think it kind of, I needed to, because a lot of what they are, I mean, it's punk rock. There's going to be a lot of repetitive kind of choruses and hooks like that. And you just wanted to separate what was going to be memorable and what was kind of going to be, kind of the chuffa, kind of the stuff in between. And I had to kind of give a lot of this stuff a second listen in order to fairly judge it, because off of first listen, I feel like there are going to be a lot of songs here where you'll say that somebody will pick one out, and I'll be like, fuck, I don't even remember listening to that. Just because I had to move on. I had about probably 35 or so that were in the finals, and only 2, like usually I'm able to say right away, okay, these 5, these 7, no doubt about it, are going in. I only had 2 that I knew that were going in. So it was really pretty fresh, and kind of, I was able to play the game a little bit better than, being able to on the last couple bands that I've done, because I've just known them so well. I like that aspect, and it kind of made me grow to enjoy the band more. And as for kind of the gothic stuff and the punk stuff, I hope I separated it enough. Obviously, I'm going to favor punk a lot more, but I think I got enough of the gothic stuff in there to be okay and to make a good list out of this. So I'm pretty happy with what I did. I don't have any regrets here.
So one thing, and again, this is what makes me happy about the conversations that's happened so far, is one thing I kept coming back to is, oh man, they're not reinventing the wheel. And hearing the conversation, no, they're not reinventing the wheel. They kind of invented it. So, so that makes me feel better about my choices. Like I was kind of in the same boat with Randy as far as like actually listening to this stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's, kind of repetitive, but that's kind of what punk rock is. So it was like, just to me, kind of song titles matching, my expectation of the song. And then there was, just, we're right around Halloween right now as we record this, so like I definitely took that into account.
There's a literal vampire in the band, so you're on the right track.
See?
Yeah, that's the lead singer.
So here we go. Something, I got something right. So that was
just real quick. I'm sorry, but it's funny. You said something that hits it right on the head. Is about reinventing the wheel, and they actually invented it. That's what makes it hard for people to kind of jump in on this.
Yeah.
Is because they're listening to it with fresh ears, and to them, it's like, geez, I've heard this before. Mm-hmm. But when you've heard what people influenced by these guys,
yes,
this is where it starts. So it's kind of really interesting when you look at that aspect.
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, it definitely, hearing all this definitely changed my perception of what I heard. You know what I mean? Like it completely, it makes the stuff that I fell in love with it makes me love it even more. And, makes me excited for the gameplay portion of this, which brings me to the next portion. Based on the conversation we've had there, Fredo, for the Raise Energy final say, how many do you think we're going to get through unanimously?
Oh my God, this one's going to be tough. I'm going to say I'm going to say it's going to be low. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say 3.
3. That sounds about right. All right, John.
I mean, I want to go lower, but I'm not.
And
But I don't.
just so I'm clear, we're playing where you have to hit it on the dot to get the final say, or else no one gets it, right?
Right.
Okay.
And
I didn't realize that was a thing now. Okay.
Yeah, I like it. I think it plays out better that way. If no one gets it, then we play through.
More arguments.
I'm gonna say 5.
Ooh.
You think that many?
Wow.
We'll see.
Interesting.
All right, Randy?
Well, it makes my decision honestly a little bit tougher because there was the, just go down one or go up one. And here's the thing. I think 2 are guaranteed locks. I think there are at least 2 songs that are guaranteed locks. And I think there might as well. I think we always usually get a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes 3. I think we could pull out 2 surprises here. I don't think that there would be less than 3. So I'm going to go 4.
All right, 4, split the difference. And for me, 6 feels too high, 2 feels too low. So I'm gonna, Emily yelled at us
Abstain?
about. No, Emily yelled at us about not Prices writing it up. I'm gonna actually Prices write it up. I'm gonna go 1.
Whoa!
I'm gonna go 1.
You know what?
But if you've got to hit it directly on the dot, Price is Right rules don't matter. It doesn't
Right,
apply.
yeah.
It's true.
Right.
That's true too. But I went with 1.
That's fine.
Like
That's
I
fine
said,
because I the reason I picked 3 was exactly because of what Randy said. There's 2 that I think will go in, but you always get that one surprise. It's like, holy shit, really?
yeah. 3 was for the record. 3 was the number I was thinking right from the jump. So, all right. So there we have it. We are going to take a quick break, and on the other side, we will begin our gameplay and find out what will make our 10. We'll be right back. And we're back. With that being said, the name of the game is Deprogrammed. The 4 of us have combed through, I think it worked out to what, the first 6, 7?
No, 4 albums.
6.
Did we do 6 albums?
We did 6, yes.
Uh-oh.
Wow. I only saw 4.
Your 1 is looking better, Justin.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Damn.
Machine Gun Edit.
Music for
Mentioned
Pleasure.
Fangoria before. And
Machine Gun Edit.
The Black Album.
Black Album.
Music for Pleasure.
Strawberries.
I did Strawberries. That's the one I did. Son of a bitch.
Oh, no.
All right.
Fuck me.
So this will be interesting. Well, I mean, that said, you can make
Son of a...
cuts and ads on the fly.
That he's gonna have to get a new book. He's gonna have to get a new book.
No. I in case you didn't notice, I always leave a line in between each song, just in case.
So you can make cuts and stuff on the fly. If
Oh,
you need
yep.
to.
I'm doing it right now because I know there's one song I'm gonna fucking add right now. Shit. Carry on.
Welcome to the wonderful world of Deprogrammed, listener. As I was saying, the name of the game is Deprogrammed. We have combed through 6 damned records and plucked out 20 that we're now going to mash together in an attempt to create a top 10 starter kit for you in case you have never given the damned a chance. So this one, I don't want to say it's a lot because it's gonna feel really bad if it's not. But like, I always love when a track 1 on album 1 plays right into exactly what I hope the band is going to be. Neat.
Neat.
Yes.
Nope.
Oh. All right. It's alive. What kept you off of neat there, Fredo?
You know what? I just didn't feel like it. It was one of those ones that I'm positive at the end of the day is going to make the list. I wanted to add some other songs to the combination.
Yeah, calculated risk, as I like to say.
Yeah. I'm positive it'll make the top 10. So there was no need to...
Somebody out there's got to be keeping stats on how many times Justin goes album 1, track 1 to start.
Yeah.
Every one. How many shows? How many shows has he done?
It's not everyone, but I love when it happens because it happened last week on Belle and Sebastian, happened this week on The Damned. It doesn't always happen, but I love when it does. I absolutely love when it does. All right, Fredo?
All right, I'm gonna go with the one song from Strawberries that popped right out at me. That I and it's funny because when I listen to this, I don't listen on my computer. I listen on my phone. And so everything is random. That's why I end up having to go to the computer later on to see the list, because everything doesn't play on Spotify. And this song came up about 15 times. And then today, like I said, I went to go do the list, and I didn't see Strawberries, and I missed this song, which I absolutely love. So I kicked myself in the balls for that. Bad Time for Bonzo.
Yeah, man.
I have it.
No.
Oh, gonna be a lot of that today.
Again.
What, two people?
It was 3.
What, 3? Who said no?
John.
Me.
God damn. Well, you said you were gonna have more punk than not. So
I got some stuff off of Strawberries. We'll see.
All right, John.
Yeah. Let's stay on that record. How about Ignite?
Yeah,
I
man.
got it. Yep.
nope. But it probably
Oh
would
my
have been.
goodness.
But no, yeah. But you got to understand, anything off Strawberries. The only thing
yeah.
I thought out was that. So that'll be. I'm sure if we'll be coming back to that one.
Yeah, for the record, that is one that listeners put up there. Also, so is Bad Time for Bonzo. All right, Randy.
I'm going to go with Machine Gun Etiquette.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Hey, there it is.
There it is.
There it is.
Or MGE, as I was calling it,
Oh, come on, phone.
because I can't spell etiquette.
Stupid phone. Disconnected from the computer. Look at that. My one not looking so bad right now.
We haven't gotten to those Phantasmagoria deep cuts yet.
All
That's a good album.
All right, so we're back to me. Where do I go? I kept referencing like the horror, the Halloween type feel, or theme even. And which one do I go with? How about Stab Your Back?
Stab your back, stab your back. I got it.
No.
No.
Oh, that one might be dead in the water. We'll see.
That's my kind of punk song.
All right, Fredo?
Yeah, let's see. Let me see if this is your kind of punk song on there, John. How about off of Damned, or Damned 3 times, as I wrote down. Fan Club.
Mm,
I did not take that.
nor did I.
Ooh.
Nope.
Oh,
Nobody. I can't-
Wow. Oh, that's actually
Wow.
surprising.
that is really
That was one I
surprising.
felt bad not giving a second listen to.
That
Yeah. Had to
that
cut
me-
some, but yeah. Cut
That to
some.
me is like a one of those quintessential punk type songs. You know, you got the blah, 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 but you got songs like this.
Problem is that record's full of them.
Yeah.
For the record, the listeners are with you, Fredo. Listeners brought up Fan Club. I had practically the entire first record after my first pass, so just
Hard
for
not to.
yeah. All right, John.
I'm gonna play my number one, New Rose.
Of course.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Whoa!
Justin.
Whoa!
Dude.
Justin.
It's just as bad as not taking London Calling.
Whoa!
One of the greatest songs.
Holy shit.
Holy wow, Howie!
Just put it in the top 10 anyway.
Ooh, ooh.
But trust me. We're not gonna get 10 unanimously. That one will be in the top 10.
Yeah.
Your one is looking good. Let's just put it that way. Your one is looking good.
Wow, Howie!
And for the
Oh.
record, the listeners had New Rose as well. So
Of course
Yeah,
they
goddamn
did.
no
right
kidding.
they did.
What do you want from me?
You
No
wrote?
good songs. Pick good songs, damn it.
Oh, so the 20 that I picked aren't good? Or
One of them is it. The other 19 are.
One of them you were definitely wrong.
all right, Randy?
All right, this is the other one that I thought would be a lock to get into the top 10, but I have no idea now. Let's do Smash It Up.
Yeah.
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 All right.
Whoa. I got a little scared with that hesitancy up there. That song is great.
And John mentioned it before, the Offspring cover. That's how I knew it. I've known that song since I was like 9 years old from that great underrated soundtrack with Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me from YouTube.
Oh,
Probably
yeah.
I don't like, I'm not a huge U2 fan at all, but I love that song.
I think Sunny Day Real Estate is on that too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
It might be, yeah.
Yeah.
Skip that first 2 minutes and get right to the
Yeah, you got to get to the good part.
to the
Yeah.
juice, man. Get to the juice because it's really Smash It Up Part 1, 2.
John, that beginning was actually giving me Teenage Riot kind of vibes there. I don't know about you.
Yeah, they have a lot of songs that have intros like that.
Yeah. There it
There
is.
we go.
All right.
All the rest.
All right. So
All
we're
right,
back,
what'd you take that wasn't new, Rose?
back to me, huh?
Yep.
Let me venture to the song where, like, I said the line about Misfits meets Alice Cooper well before this song, and this leans more towards the Alice Cooper side, but I could not get rid of it, and I just couldn't, and whatever. I don't care if I'm wrong. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yep.
No, I didn't take it.
No.
All right.
Oh,
It's got.
I did. I love it.
It's not dead, but it might as well be.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. All right, Fredo.
Let's go with something off of Fantan Orgasm or however you pronounce that. And it's funny because you have like 38 songs on the first album, but by the time you get to Phantasmagoria, you get nine songs, and they're all like
20 minutes long.
6, 7, 8 minutes long. I'm gonna go with one that's kind of it's kind of happy. It's happy-ish. I like it. It's Grimly Fiendish.
Yes.
No, I didn't take it.
Yes.
Yeah. That's just
Okay.
it's just fun. That's just a fun song.
Yeah.
And that's very Halloweenish, very almost Adam Family-ish kind of
Yeah.
you know?
I think it was
Absolutely.
their biggest single at that point.
Really interesting.
Yeah.
Because it kind of sits out on in this world all on its own, even within all the rest of their stuff. So I thought I was taking a flyer on that one, but all right, Grimly Fiendish gets 3. All right, John.
Wait for the Blackout.
Yeah, man.
No.
Yep.
Hey, so that's got 3-2.
Two in a row, yeah.
Feel like those twos are going quicker and quicker towards the bin.
Yep.
All right, Randy.
See.
I really like Machine Gun Etiquette, but I have to go back to Damn 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 for this. Let's do I Feel All Right.
No.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, so the 3.
Another 3.
That's another
Wow.
3.
Yeah, I think I have 7 threes, and I know that there's one that I didn't say, so that's at least 8. So I think at this point the deuces are done.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, so we're back to me, huh? All right. How about this? Reminds me of the old Fredo. I think this is part of the reason why I had this. I just can't be happy today.
I do not have it, and it's because it reminded me of me.
Hey, I was right.
I've got it.
Hey,
I don't, because I kept thinking back to the Buzzcock song "Everybody's Happy Nowadays," and it just messed me up. So no, I don't have it.
all right. So it's got two,
Good,
but
good.
pretty
I'm glad.
pretty much.
By the way, I want you guys to know that on in October I used to do it, and I brought it back. I do the 31 Halloween music videos, and today is going to be really fiendish.
Yes.
Like, yes. So
Perfect.
that was good. That was going to be the one today.
Perfect.
Yeah. Whose turn is it? Mine?
Yes. I just can't be happy today was me, so it's your turn.
Right. How about off of Machine Gun Etiquette? Something that's a little happier, I think, too, or a little more upbeat. Melody Lee.
Oh, no.
I advanced that, but I did not pick it.
I've got it.
That's a 2. I think that's done.
Yep.
We'll see.
No, it's done. Trust me. We got too many 3s.
Well, technically speaking, there is the chance at a final say. So, all right, John.
Let's go back to Phantasmagoria, Sanctum Sanctorum.
I did not take that one.
Nope.
Nope.
That's only the second.
That's probably one song I don't like off that album.
Felt like it needed some representation.
Yeah, it was a little weird for me. That was one I think I specifically said that just didn't really follow along with the stuff I'm into.
Right.
Oh man, I picked 5 songs off Strawberries. I'm so afraid to take any of these now because of Fredo.
No, the least it'll get is 3. I mean, the most it could get.
They're like hundreds of 3s, so it does. I want to.
No, go with them. Go with them because, like I said, I forgot about that. I didn't realize that album was on here, and so that's something that I can be swayed to because I really do love that album.
All right. How about Life Goes On?
No.
No.
Yep. All right. Well, there you go. I couldn't help you. I couldn't help you. It didn't matter.
For the record, that's another one I think that came up with listeners.
Yeah, that would have probably made my list.
It's funny is like listening to it again. It reminds me of "Come As You Are."
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're back around to me, huh?
Mm-hmm.
How about Creep? You Can't Fool Me.
Nope.
No.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate you saving me completely from the pile, Randy, but
Yeah, you don't have any Pile songs yet. Good on you.
it might as well be there.
Well, I thought Fan Club got the pile.
Yeah, Fan
Isn't that
Club and
yours?
Sanctum Sanctorum.
Yeah, that was
No,
my, yeah.
I'm talking about
Me.
Personally.
Yeah.
All right, Fredo?
Let's go with I don't want to run all of my my Machine Gun Etiquette songs, but I think I'm going to go with this one because I think this is going to be the third one where we all get that slides in, and it's a love song.
No.
What?
Yeah, no.
I've got it.
Only 2 people?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a little crazy.
Wow.
Made my first pass.
believe I'm
I like
lying
that stuff
through that.
better. That advanced for me, and it was part of I had 2 left. I had 2 left to get into the top, and I had probably 8 songs that I was kind of debating on, and that was one of them. And there's a couple songs that I just they spoke to me a little bit more.
Yes. All right, John?
So we haven't done maybe anything from Music for Pleasure yet, and didn't really connect with me as an album. Kind of not their best work. I think people would agree, but I did pick a couple from it. Let's go Politics.
Oh, fuck me. No.
Nope.
No. I was listening to that one right before we went on. All right, Randy?
I'll stay on that record. Don't Cry Wolf.
Yeah, I got it.
Yep.
No.
Another 3.
Conversation's going to be between these 3s.
Oof, it's going to be rough.
Yep.
We're officially at 10 with the 2 in the top 10 and all the 3s. There are 8 3s. So if we get some more 3s, then we can have a really good conversation here.
NTP's out too.
Oh, way out the window.
So we need that one more surprise to get Fredo the final say. Oh, we're back around to me, right?
Yep.
How about Drinking About My Baby?
That was another one that kind of made that final 8 that I was debating between, but no, it did not make it.
No, I took it out. Yep.
No, don't.
That was the one.
Oh.
That's the song I took out to put Bad Time for Bonzo.
Okay. All right, that's my first one in the pile. Not bad. Got to get to the part that made me pick it. This is why. All right, Fredo?
You know, I think we've been doing a great job of like going throughout all their albums. I don't think we've been saying the albums though, not enough. But off of Phantasmagoria, I'm gonna do Edward the Bear.
No.
That sounds like a Primus song.
It does, doesn't it?
Also sounds like a frog song, but no, I don't have it.
Did not have it.
Oh, I thought it was a fun song. All right. Here's where you could let that play for a second, because what I want you to hear, we can start to hear. You hear the band evolving.
Yeah, for sure.
This is new wave.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Definitely.
There's points. John mentioned Duran Duran. I was definitely getting some like Oingo Boingo vibes at points.
Yep. I got tons of Cure and Depeche Mode vibes especially from Phantasmagoria.
Yeah, but this is what I'm talking about. How you have a band, first punk rock band that was ever signed in the UK. You heard some of the songs already that we played. There's no doubt they were punk rock. But here again, on the cusp of the goth, on the cusp of new wave. I mean, they're probably on the cusp of post. You know, if we went to some of their later albums.
Unfortunately, Edward the Bear, back to the woods with you. All right, John.
We haven't done anything from Damn 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 in a while. Let's go Born to Kill.
Yeah, man.
Yep, I was looking right at that song.
It is not unanimous.
Oh,
damn.
All right, it's got 3 though, which doesn't mean anything.
No, at this point, fuck.
Just means it's not
like
dead. That's it. Yeah, 3 just means it's not dead. All right.
The whole list is not dead.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, there's 1 or 2 of these 3s aren't gonna get in.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right, Randy?
I really like this one. I think that this one is probably in the top 5 somewhere. From Machine Gun Etiquette, Plan 9, Channel 7.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Hey!
Yes!
There it is.
Yes! That's that album that are in the top 10. That's crazy. That's
Oh my
crazy.
God! The only ones in the top 10.
Yeah.
I got to tell you,
It's their best album.
this was not the song I would have thought that would have been unanimous.
Surprises.
This was the surprise.
I always
That means another one of those threes is not getting in.
Yep. Oh shit.
Uh-huh.
This is getting ugly.
It's getting awesome. Hey, can I suggest that we just do one more round,
Yeah.
and then because we're gonna have, and then just
discussion.
it's gonna be a hell of a discussion.
Agreed. So this will be our final round. Or wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only have 6 left. I can just dump out here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's let everybody do one more.
I got 5 left.
Okay. Actually, I think technically I have 5 because I have 21 on my list. So I was gonna make my cut.
You didn't have new
You're
rows?
a bastard.
Wow, you're now. You know what? Now you're twice as stupid. How do you have 21 and you don't have new roads?
What are you gonna?
What
What are you gonna say?
Fuck?
Shouldn't have said anything, man. Should have kept that one to yourself.
Yeah.
Well, you guys knew that going in.
Wow.
I was gonna make my cut on the fly.
Wow.
How would I have known? I've never heard of this band before. How would I have known? I
You
mean,
just listen to that song and say that is a fucking amazing song.
But to-
that's
Yeah.
enough.
okay, but look, to a new ear, it all sounds the same. To a new ear, it all
That
sounds
one-
the fucking
I
same.
don't know about that. That one
Oh, we're
is.
we're making
silly.
Justin mad now. He's getting mad at us.
I'm just
Yep.
saying, man. Like this is all new to me. So, come on. All right. So we'll do one more round and then dump out. How about Problem Child?
I have it.
Nope.
No.
All right. We need some 2s anyway.
Yes, because the 2s are going places here.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What is it?
All right,
Randy, you had it, right?
My turn, right? No, nobody had it.
No,
I
Randy.
did.
Yeah.
Problem Child, I had it.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's 2. Get rid of it. Off the Black Album, I'm gonna go with The History of the World Part 1.
Not
Mm.
because it's a Mel Brooks movie, but I did pick the song. Yes.
Yes.
No.
No.
Oh, son of a bitch. That's a great song.
All right. John?
Dozen Girls.
Nope.
That was my number 20.
All right.
So, that would
So
be
you
a
have it?
yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I do not.
I'm not playing 21 here.
Let's see. So John and Randy.
Come on, Randy.
All right. Randy, your last play.
Oh boy. Okay. I think the one that might be most likely to get into the 3s. This is my last from Damn Damn Damn. Does anybody still have anything from that record?
Yes.
The title mostly known for a Dinosaur Jr. song, but Feel the Pain.
No.
That's not the one.
Nope.
Uh-oh. I wonder if the 3 of us have 3 different songs, too, from that album.
Probably.
Yeah.
At this point, anything's possible.
No shit.
Probably.
Reminded me of Velvet Underground. That's why I took it. Just very avant-garde.
Dissonant chords in there.
There's Alice. There's Alice right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
A little Lou Reed too. Randy's not wrong.
Yep.
I'll tell you why it didn't make mine, because on my first pass I was leaning more towards the punk stuff. And then the second album I was like, "Oh wait, no, it's supposed to be somewhere in the middle." And since it didn't make my first pass, I didn't give it a second listen. So Sometimes you make the cuts and you can't go back, or you will rack
Right.
your brain. All right, so I'm gonna dump out here. I guess let's find out. So Messed Up.
That one made
Yeah.
it far. Did not make
Yes.
the list.
I have
Shit,
it.
3? Oh my god.
Oh,
Did it get 3?
unless did
I
you?
have it.
Yeah, John has it. I have it. And did you, Fredo?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
so
okay.
it's
I
2.
thought you said you did, Fredo. Sorry.
No.
Okay, so how about Your Eyes?
Nope.
No.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Hit or Miss.
Nope.
No.
All right. And then last one. How about Street of Dreams?
Nope.
That's for me.
No.
All right. So I didn't land any 3s, right? It was all 2s and
Right.
1s,
Yep.
obviously. All right.
So,
Garbage.
all right. Garbage. Straight garbage. All right.
Garbage.
So I've got 4 left, and these are the last chance for 3s. So off Damned, I have 1 of 2.
No.
One
I'm
of
done
the
with
2.
that
Excuse
record.
me. 1 of the 2. Okay, so that's a no. Off of Phantasmagoria, I have Shadow of House.
No.
No. No.
No. Off of Machine Gun Etiquette, I have Looking at You.
Nope.
No.
And off of Music for Pleasure, I have Alone.
Nope.
Nope.
Oof.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it for the 3s too. At least everything else,
Yeah.
the best I can do is 2.
Yep. So you guys can dump out for fun, but
Yeah,
Sure.
I've got Stretcher Case,
Nope.
13th Floor Vendetta,
Nope.
Ooh.
and
Oh.
Pleasure in the Pain.
Nope. 1, 2, 3. I got 3 left. All right. My last 3 are Sick of Being Sick, Anti-Pope, and Generals.
Anti-Pope.
Generals, which I really liked and didn't want to play because I knew that Fredo wasn't going to have any more Strawberry songs.
Oh,
All right. So there we are. I'm going to axe these 2s just so, and what did we get? 3?
so that's me.
So Fredo has the final say. Let me
I think that makes sense that Fredo picked the last one in this.
Yeah. All right. Let me get rid of these 2s, and then I'll read us these 3s. And just like that, I just can't be happy today is out of the running.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
Fredo can bring it back.
Yeah.
Fredo can
No, that's not getting brought back.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. Based on what has already been said. All right.
Melody Lee, maybe he might go with Melody Lee.
And then,
I don't know. Let's
Yeah.
what's out of the. Let's see what's in.
all right. So
What's out?
the 3 that are in unanimously: Machine Gun Etiquette, Plan 9, Channel 7, and Smash It Up, Part 1 and 2. We have 11 that we need to trim down to 7.
Wow.
So we have Bad Time for Bonzo, Born to Kill, Creep, Don't Cry Wolf, Dozen Girls, Grimly Fiendish, I Feel Alright, Ignite, Neat, New Rose, and Wait for the Blackout.
I
So
thought I had Dozen Girls.
Wait a
as
second.
2.
I thought Dozen Girls was 2 and Creep was 2.
maybe hold on. Let me,
Yeah,
I don't have
got
either
both
one of those.
Yeah, I had both of those at 2. I took
Oh,
both of those.
yep.
So
Yep, there's Creep.
Yeah. So get rid of it.
I must have accidentally hit a. Oh, okay. I scrolled past the 2s. Sorry.
yeah, I think there's 9 in the combo.
Yep.
Ooh, that makes it a lot better.
All right. So judging by the conversation, New Rose and Neat need to go through.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So let's go ahead and grab those 2 and 2. So that brings us to 5.
And you said neat, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now the real work begins. Bad Time for Bonzo, Born to Kill, Don't Cry Wolf, Grimly Fiendish, I Feel Alright, Ignite, and Wait for the Blackout. I feel like I want to go to bat for Grimly Fiendish here.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
You got. I'm the leftover from that, so you got to play it for me And look, I think it's probably going to be the one that most represents their gothic genre here. But I just want to let's get a little taste.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Any excuse to play it. What I like about it is it's more towards their gothic side, but like Fredo said, it's fun. Like this is for something that's supposed to be dark and mopey and stuff. It's fun.
This could have been like this could be a cartoon.
Yes. He could be a cartoon character for sure. You're watching Grimly Fiendish, CBS Saturday morning.
Like it's like it takes you back to a time when like horror was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And kind of cheesy and
Yeah,
there
it's
weren't
kind of lost
like
that.
everything is a jump scare now. So yeah, if you guys want to throw it in, I'm game for that.
All right. Let's grab us some Grimly Fiendish there. That takes us up to 6. So is there anything that was jumping out at you, John? Bad Time for Bonzo, Born to Kill.
Yeah, definitely. It's Ignite. When I
Ignite.
was going through my list, I didn't expect anything from Strawberries to grab me like that, but that's a track 1 on Strawberries, and I think it's fantastic. It deserves to be on this list.
No complaints from me.
Yeah, same. Fredo, are you willing to concede on Ignite?
This is where we play the game.
Just remember, you got the final say there, bub.
Yeah, I know.
Play some of Ignite. Let him hear.
All right. Let's scoot on up to Ignite.
John, Ignite reminded me of a Bad Religion song. That's
Little
why
bit.
I took the bass
Little bit.
in there.
There was a hardcore band called Ignite too in the 90s. I wonder if they got their name from this.
Possibly.
You brought up The Offspring. They had an album called Ignition and an album called Smash.
Yep.
Listen to that.
That's fucking against the grain right there.
All right. How's this? And this is me playing the game. But it's like I got 2 songs that I want in. I got to say, so I gotta play the game here to try to get so I can get both songs in. How about we take Ignite and we take Bad Time for Bonzo?
I mean,
Yeah, I like Bad Time. I'm cool with Bad Time for Bonzo. I
Play
think-
some of Bad Time for Bonzo because I don't remember that one.
all right. Let me.
Just a little bit. You don't need to do a lot. But...
Fredo's brought up a couple times, like hearing in real time the band evolving a little bit. I feel like this is.
Yeah. I always like because Bonzo. I think that's a Reagan thing, right? That was a nickname for Reagan.
Yeah, he was in a movie
That was
called
a
Bad
movie.
Time for Bonzo.
Bad Time.
Yeah,
Bad Time.
yeah.
Yep.
And the Ramones had Bonzo Goes to Pittsburgh and all that.
Mhm.
So I think the reason I didn't pick it is because I thought it would be a little dated. But it's not bad. So I mean, if you guys think it deserves a place, I was the odd man out on that one. So if we want to do Ignite and Bad Time for Bonzo, that's fine. That takes us to 8, and then we just got to pick one more.
All right, I'm with it.
Do me a favor. I just play that when he comes in with the vocals, like
Bet.
right after that guitar intro. Just listen to it for a second.
It's a little rockabilly there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there's somebody that's coming to mind, like not quite Devo, but like something in that era is
A little bit of that.
yeah.
Yeah. I can
Yeah,
see
and
that.
then when he goes to when they go to the chorus,
Huey Lewis.
it's when they go to the chorus, it's straight Ramones.
Yeah.
Like when you go, bad time for me, bad time for you, bad time comes up. that part hits me like the Ramones does.
Yeah.
Danny Elfman, that's what I'm thinking of.
Boingo Boingo, yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking it's got some Huey Lewis to it too, just kind of that, just like
That 50s rock and
old-fashioned
roll style, yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Bad Time for Bonzo and Ignite. All right, 2, and let me go back down to Ignite and a 2. All right, unanimous.
Those are both off Strawberries.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so we got 2 Strawberries, we got 1 Phantasmagoria, we got 2 Damn, so we got 3
Not
Machine
enough.
Gun Etiquette. No, I know. I was going to pitch because
Yeah.
I guess it's my turn to pitch in this group.
Mhm.
I would like to get I Feel All Right in there.
All right, I think I was the
I'm with that.
Yeah, I think I was the odd man
Yeah.
I
out.
would say either that or Born to Kill, but I Feel All Right is probably better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the odd man out on I Feel All Right, so let's do it.
Mhm.
And then
Do you want to play it for the people playing the game at home?
Sure, I can do that.
'Cause
I
these
think it's
three
got a
is
long,
like
it's got a long intro, but once it kicks in, it's good.
right.
There we go.
That's straight punk.
Yep.
Yeah, that to me reminds me of the Stooges.
Yeah, that's about as mid 70s punk as you can get.
Yeah, that intro is all like, but he leads into like that intro is like Black Flag, Minor Threat, like hardcore.
And his vocals and listen to the vocals. And it's funny that this is the same guy who's singing Grimly Fiendish.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Vampire
especially-
makeup.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. All right. So there's 3 left. We're to number 9. So that means it's Fredo's final say. There's 3 alive: Born to Kill, Don't Cry Wolf, Wait for the Blackout, and of course, you do not have to pick from those, but I would prefer that you do. Fredo, the final say is yours, friend.
I am. I voted for all 3 of those, so yay for me. Well, I really, really do want to put Melody Leon or the History of the World, but I'm not. I'm going to stick with one of the 3, and I'm going to put Waiting for the Blackout off the Black album.
Ooh, all
Very
right.
cool.
I like it. All right. So that gives us 3 for that. 4.
And give people a little taste of that, so they can see why I picked it.
Yes.
I was the outlier on that, so I'd like to see what I missed.
That's a track 1 on that album too, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
And again, here we go with the evolution.
That's pop punk.
Yep.
Mhm.
A little bit of early Cure too with that bass line.
I'm thinking the Alarm is just popping into my head.
I'm into it. All
There
right.
it is. There's Duran Duran right there.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So we've got 10. Actually, that went pretty smoothly. So we got Bad Time for Bonzo, Grimly Fiendish. I mean, considering like where we started, Grimly Fiendish, I Feel All Right, Ignite, Machine Gun Etiquette, Neat, New Rose, Plan 9, Channel 7, Smash It Up, Part 1 and 2, Wait for the Blackout. Now, Fredo, of those 10, what's the one that you're going to give to somebody to listen to for The Damned?
I'm gonna give them Smash It Up. Parts 1 and 2. Part 1 shows their musicianship, and shows that they're not a straight punk, what you would think of classic punk when you think about it. And then the back end, you get that punk. It's a youth anthem youth anthem. It's it's got that angst, it's got that yeah kind of feel to it, and still relevant. It's still very much, you could play that for the youth of today, and they can get it.
Yeah. John?
I got to go with New Rose. It was ahead of its time. The first UK punk single, 1976. It's just an example of classic songwriting. It doesn't, you don't think of it. It's not in that same vein of like the Sex Pistols and the Clash. Like New Rose was ahead of its time, and it showed everything that they would become, and it deserves to be the number one.
Randy?
Exactly. Just gonna mirror everything that John just said. We haven't heard that yet. I would like to play that because there is a part when those vocals kind of kick in and those guitars go down. Oh my God. It sinks in you like something like, it's goosebump setting. It's everything that you want out of not just a punk rock song, but just a fucking, oh.
Definitely hard to argue against. I like Fredo's.
Wait, no, listen, let the vocals kick in.
Like bands that built their entire careers off of that song.
Right. Yeah. You know what? That's the Sex Pistols better than the Sex Pistols.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Tell
So
me that couldn't be a Pistol song.
It could be a Black Flag song. Yeah. It could be a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
So are you moving over to New Rose, Fredo, or are you still?
Well, let me hear what you got to say first, but I'm strongly leaning that way.
After hearing New Rose, I can definitely hear that. I liked your reasoning behind Smash It Up. And as we were listening, I could make a case for Wait for the Blackout as well. But I think if it was up against Wait for the Blackout versus New Rose, I think I lean towards New Rose.
And I'm going to go with New Rose, but I'm going to tell you the problem that I have with it. The problem I have with it is that if this is the only song you play for somebody, you think this is their sound.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't know, because I think, like I said, I think it hints at what was to come. I think.
Yeah. I mean, I'm picking it, but that's just my particular feel. And maybe because again, I like them from all the eras. And this to me is just it's strictly their punk sound to me. But again, I can't argue with your with your reasoning for it, and with everybody else jumping in on it. Yeah, I got no problem making this with the bullet.
All right, so I'm going to start it over so it can get some time in the sun here for a moment, if you will. Crank it up, fuckers.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best songs to air drum too.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah.
Highway song.
It's a little surf to it. There it is. New Rose is our number one with a bullet. Bad Time for Bonzo, Grimly Fiendish, I Feel Alright, Ignite, Machine Gun Etiquette, Neat, Plan 9 Channel 7, Smash It Up Part 1 and 2, and Wait for the Blackout rounds out Hour 10. Ladies and gentlemen, we have done it because that's what we do here on Deprogrammed. If you're interested in hearing the four of us continue talking, it's quite simple. There's a podcast called After the Fact. How do you get there, you may ask? Patreon.com/ohhijustin. That's how. You pledge as little as $1, and it gets you in the door, and you get all the podcasts that I do pretty much before the rest of the world, or in the case of After the Fact, as soon as it's available. It's the same with the daily Oh Hi Justin Pod. Right to your email, right to your Patreon app, however you want to listen to it. It's only $1. Be very helpful. It helps my self-esteem, as you can tell. I have very low self-esteem. Also helping myself
again. There you go with the offspring again.
Hey, yeah, didn't even mean to. But if you don't feel like pledging, I understand. Money's tight. You can simply go to any of the podcast platforms, specifically Apple Podcasts, subscribe, rate, comment. Supposedly that helps. I don't know, man. Whatever, man. I'm not an algorithm. I'm just a dude. So I don't know how that works. So you can do that. But to me, the best way to help the show is by telling somebody you listen to Deprogrammed and sharing a link with them so they can listen to Deprogrammed. It's that simple. That's my algorithm. And what else? Did the Patreon. You can join the Legion of Stupid Discord if you like. It's a place where we chat about stuff. It's good times. And also, I think that's everything. I think that is everything. Yeah, so with that, The Damned. Learn them and love them, people. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.